Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Airbnb. I'm going to be talking about what Airbnb is, how to use it, and I'm going to give you some tips and advice in order to save even more money when traveling. So, for those people that don't know what Airbnb is basically a marketplace where people can rent out their own properties for people that are looking for accommodations whenever they're traveling. So it's kind of like a hotel, but with people's property. So people that list their homes or apartments or even rooms on this website make them available for people that want to travel to a different place and not necessarily pay the expense of an actual hotel. So traveling on Airbnb is usually cheaper. We're gonna look at it today in during the video, and I'm gonna give you guys more tips on how to save even more money and how to get the best out of Airbnb. So also, by the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing my code, which will allow you to travel for free during your first trip on Airbnb. I'm going to give you guys a $40 coupon that you can use for your next vacation, and that way get the best out of the website. So this is it. This is how Airbnb looks like, and we're going to go to, let's try something. Let's try a location just to give you guys the idea of how this works. So let's say you were going to Spain. So you type Barcelona on the search bar, and then you're going to go to homes. So for those people that don't know, this is how the Airbnb website looks like. On the right hand side, you have a map where you can see where the apartments that are available for rent are located. You can you can decide to book a whole place. You can book only a room if you only want to get a private room. You can share a room too. So look, it has three different types of settings where you can pick from. Also, it allows you to customize the amount of guests that are going to be traveling with you. If you're traveling alone, you can do it as well. For this case, we're just going to put two people. And it has the price range here as well, and some other different type of filters. So just to give you guys an idea of how this works, there's price ranges all over the place. It's up to you whether you want a fancier location or a cheaper location. So in every little icon, you can get to see how the apartment looks like. And the advice that I'm going to give you guys today is, what I do when I use Airbnb is, usually the apartments that have the most amount of reviews are the ones that are able to charge a higher fee. So my first advice to you is to look for the listings that don't have as many reviews. So look at this one, 100 reviews, 249 reviews. So you really have to take your time and look on the website and look for the listings that are all the way at the bottom in order to get the cheapest deals. Because think about it, basically people that are trying to list their property on Airbnb are gonna have the cheapest price available, so people rent their places and so they get ranked at the top of the website. So people that are new to the platform are going to list their apartments for cheaper. So let me find an example right here. This is what I do all the time. So show all 2000 locations. So think about that. It's crazy how many people are trying to rent here. So why are you going to go for the biggest one, the most popular one, if they're able to charge like a higher amount? Just go to the last pages of Airbnb and find the new places that just came out, which are offering a better price in order to get their listing up. So look at this one, entire apartment for $46 a night in the center of Barcelona. So this is a place I would pick. So that's my first advice to you. Let's try again with a different location. Let's say you're traveling to Mexico City. So same thing for two guests. You go to homes and then you look again for the places that have the least amount of reviews, the places that are basically new out in the market that are going to be able to charge really low amounts in order to get their ranking up. So I'm going to show the example again. Look at this one. So here you can see the amount of reviews it has: 59 reviews, 149 reviews, 11 reviews. So $27 per night at a really great location. an entire loft. So think about it, $27 a night to stay abroad at a different country. Way cheaper than a hotel. So that's my first advice to you. My second advice to you would be to look at the location, the listings that, even though they have a good amount of reviews, they have maybe 3.5 stars or 4 stars, and that means that maybe they had a bad review one day, 2 days, or they had a couple of bad customers that were not satisfied with their purchases. But that doesn't mean that the booking is bad or that there's something wrong with the place. Maybe it just means that the client was really difficult too. So as long as you read the reviews, let's look for one that doesn't have very good reviews. As long as those reviews don't say anything crazy, as long as a client was a person that was being unreasonable, then that listing is probably gonna go for a cheaper price too. So definitely look at the reviews. Make sure to try to find listings with maybe 4 stars, maybe 3.5, in order for you to find that perfect and really cheap price. So that's my second advice to you. Another advice that I would give you guys is, let's try a different location. Let's say you're going to Tokyo. So Tokyo is a good example of this third advice I'm giving you. So let's say that most of the apartments on Airbnb or the rooms you're trying to rent go for around $50, right? And most of them are in really centric places around the city. So what I would do in order to get better prices as well is to basically think about location. So the closer the apartment or the listing is to the city center, the more expensive it will be. So look at this one over here. This one, because it's a little further away from the city center, from Shinjuku, which is one of the most popular destinations in Tokyo, just goes for around $19. So look at this entire apartment, 2 beds for $19 instead of the 94, the 74 dollars that will cost you in order to be right there in Shinjuku. And that's a really easy way of saving money. You basically just need to take an extra train that will probably take you maybe 25 or 30 minutes of your time in order to get to the city, and you're going to be saving 4 times as much as you would do booking a centric location on Airbnb. So definitely keep that in mind. Location is key. Look at this one too, $36, entire apartment, 2 beds, in order to be close to, or I mean, a little further away from the city center. So that's my third advice to you guys. And then let's look at the last location. And I'm just typing different locations around the world. So Airbnb is usually on every bigger city in the world. So just type whatever city you're trying to visit, and they will probably have Airbnb listings available. So my last advice to you guys is that if you're going on week-long vacation or a 5-day trip, let's say a 6-day trip, maybe a 10-day trip, you're gonna customize that during on the dates here on the Airbnb website. Let's say you're going for 2 weeks. So what I do in order to get cheaper prices as well is that many of the hosts that are listed on Airbnb, you can actually message them, and if you're staying for a good amount of days, you can probably ask them for a discount. Look at this one. Many times there's a weekly discount already included on the Airbnb website. So this one says 50% weekly discount price. So because I put dates for 2 weeks, it's giving me a huge discount of $200. But you can even message the host, contact host here where it says contact host. You can even contact the host, ask them about the details, and send them a message saying, hey, do you offer any other discount if I stay longer days? So many times, this has happened to me a bunch of times, where they even offer an extra additional discount rate to what the website already has. So that's another great way of saving money. So to sum up my video, the 4 advices I'm giving everyone in order to get cheaper prices, even cheaper than the hotel and even cheaper than the average Airbnb price, is to look at the listings, find the listings with the least amount of reviews, preferably the ones that are newer. And look, so second advice is to look at the listings that have bad reviews or not necessarily 5-star ratings. And those two will probably go for cheaper. Third, look at location. If you're able to stay a little further away from city center, that's gonna save you a lot of money too. And then the fourth one is ask for discounts. Never be afraid of asking. You already have the no, because you've never asked. So just ask the host. Don't be afraid. Give it a shot and see what happens. Worst case scenario, they say no, but you're still able to get the property and stay at the Airbnb. So those are my 4 advices I'm giving you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe. And if you stay throughout the whole video, you can. Oh, I'm gonna give you guys 40 free dollars. I'm gonna leave the link down below, but here it says I'm gonna introduce you, and I'm going to introduce you to Airbnb, and you're gonna get a $40 travel credit for your next trip. So here's my link. I'm gonna leave it down below. Once again, thanks for watching. I hope you get to know Airbnb. Give it a try. It's really useful. I've used it many times throughout my trips, and I really recommend it. So once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.